family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment? Halfway. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't been doing the education. You ain't been doing the education. You don't have the answers though, because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answers. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and doing.
And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. It ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know. Marginalize me till I'm out of my moment. Halfway. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you. You ain't got. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't been doing the education. You ain't been doing the education. You don't have the answers though, because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answers. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Yes, but I spent hundreds of thousands and doing.
And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. It ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. And it ain't no Ralph. It ain't Ralph. What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
What's up, y'all? I'm just setting up some XENblocks miners before I start this stream. Peep the finesse. difficulty is not dropping. So I'm capitulating and building miners. I'm not gonna get caught going backwards like I am.
Or do you want to marginalize
I'm like, yo, why not build the miners before I talk some shit?
You ain't got the answers, man.
We got 3 running right now.
You ain't got the answers.
Got hella hash
You ain't
power.
got the answers, Sway.
15
I've been doing
over
this
here,
morning.
8 over here, so
You ain't
that's
got. You ain't got the
4,
answers.
24.
You ain't got the answers.
plus
You
another
ain't been doing
12,
the education.
36.
You ain't been doing the education.
And I think this is
You
going
don't
to be
have the
another
answers,
12.
though. Because you trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answers.
48,000
You ain't spent $13
hash
million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
just for today.
And it ain't no route.
Just for
It ain't route. And it ain't no route. It ain't route. What's the name of your clothing line?
today is Thursday, December 14th, 2023. Shout out to my little sister. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
We outside on the internet making our own crypto as a real bandit should. I'm a real crypto bandit. I make mines and I take mines. GPU mode equal true. Alright. La da da da. La da da da. Alright, another 13 is good. We got 40k, 1,000 hashes. Finna fuck my wallet up today. Whoa. Hold that. Hair in my face. Hair in the place. Hey, what's up, YouTube? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka Mo World Peace, the DJ slash producer. Coming back again with another daily video about Zen. Talk about it every single day. It's actually on a daily current, in my opinion, right now. And wherever you are in the Zen world, whether you're a miner, a mentor, a buyer, a trader, it's pretty special that our world just keeps growing every single day. So let's check it out. Turn this music down. Turn it down. You see bitmaps? What's up, Shizzy? Man, we're going to talk about the bitmaps too. Bitmaps going crazy. Ridiculous. Man, shout a sneaky puck. I think that's his name. For throwing that into the mix back in June or July. If you've been rocking with the channel, you've got to have bitmaps because we got them bitches at $2. That's so crazy. But yeah, man, that's the benefit of being early and taking chances. But reason why I was just chilling, making some miners is because, yeah, man, this hash power is picked up and I'm going backwards and I'm trying to get to the top 100 and I have hit like a hurricane right in this range. Like if I stop minting or mining XENblocks for one day or lower my hash rate in any way, I go backwards. So yeah, I think it's getting really spicy on this side. And if you still haven't taken a look at XENblocks, the window might be closing on this because GPU mining is becoming popular right now because of a whole bunch of stuff. So just like how Bitcoin is cracking off right now, everything is cracking off in the space. So are consensus. Those narratives, people are looking for P.o.P. Even yesterday, an original founder of Doge came out with this thing called Bell. I think I could just spell it out. We didn't come out with it, but it's been like pre-existing. Let's see if it pops up here. Nah, here, maybe I got to do it like this. Bell. Let's see here. Yeah, so like basically this guy who created Dogecoin, one of the original developers, he had a project from 2013 that hit the scene via the internet yesterday, and all these miners decided to be like, oh, we're going to mine this token, right? But what happened was as soon as it became popular and more people learned about the Bell token, it became unmineable for anyone with a CPU. Right. And that's like what's a cool thing again about XENblocks is it's built to basically scale to the amount of users on the network. Very different than a lot of other POW chains. And one of the ways it can do this is because it has a POS, like the proof of stake confirmation, like so it's hella crazy to explain right now, but we have two modules in the Zenium ecosystem. We have X1 chain, which is proof of stake, and we're going to have Zenium or XENblocks or XENM, which is going to be proof of work, right? And now the proof of work has this difficulty, right, that is always fluctuating based on how many people are mining. So the faster we're finding regular blocks, the more difficult the network becomes. And it uses validation from the POS to help orchestrate this difficulty and keep it as close as possible to the network. So what's crazy about that is Argon 2 is memory hard. And what that means is that it takes a lot of memory inside of the processor to make these hashes. So as people get on the network, the network requires more memory to access the ability to make a lot of hashes, right? So what's happened over here is this is not ASIC resistant in any way, and it already blew up. Like, I wish I could find like an article about it. No, I can't. I know. Let's see. I think the homie Caleb was looking at this. Bless you. Let's see. He was, yeah, right here. So, because all the ASICs got on this Bell thing and pretty much destroyed anyone that wants to mint this coin, right? And this is what's cool about XENblocks and why I'm very bullish on its appearance. Like, it hasn't even appeared yet. This is word of mouth mining. People that are mining XENblocks are either Zenians because it's the foundation, or they're miners that want to get ahead. So there is a lot of people who still don't know about XENblocks, and we now can confirm from this Bell coin that there are real humans out there looking to mine shit right now because of just like the whole crypto blowing up. All right. So yeah, don't sleep, man. Don't sleep on the XENblocks. Plus XENblocks going up in difficulty means it's securing the Zen network, giving more value to Zen, because now it's like, do you want to turn on a miner or do you want to buy a bunch of Zen to, burn for X1 or XN token, which is the X1 chain gas token. So XNM will not be the gas token for X1 chain. It's the block production reward token for the proof of work side of things. Proof of work chain, but the first place it's going to appear is on X1 chain is what I'm getting at. So it's going to be valued in XN, where essentially you could sell it for XN. So it's going to have a lot of different ways of thinking of it and blah, blah, blah when it comes to price. But yeah, if you're like into X1 chain, you might as well be minting XENblocks because you're getting the XN early in a sense. And it's getting harder. More people are showing the fuck up. This shit is wild. more people are definitely showing up. More hash power, I should say. But yeah, man, the bitmaps. Let's go check it out. If anybody wants one, I'll give you this one. But I won't give it to you. You gotta pay 1.9 ETH. I mean ETH. LOLs, Bitcoin. LOLs. Pause. Power on a miner. You gotta power on a miner. Just one miner would be chill. I don't know actually, because the difficulty is going up. So these used to be a lot, like actually a lot from when I used to see them. But now I'm starting to think 100K plus is going to be the normal. So these miners are more than likely going to be phased out if more people join the network. And I'll be hashing less and less blocks. And I would have to pay more and more money to keep my position. So that's where the value is going to come from in XENblocks. If people join, that means like income, or, you know, there's going to be an influx of people and like of liquidity, like entering XENblocks, whether it's I'm going to buy the token or I'm going to mine the token. So yeah, I'm happy I'm ahead. I feel very ahead on this. Same with XENblocks. Whoa, damn, the floor went up like crazy on these bitmaps. What the fuck? That's not this morning price at all no more. Sheesh. So bitmaps is up to 0.0036 BTC. Let's see how much that's worth. Hold the fucking, what the fuck? We got the calculator here. So 0.36. Yeah, $152 right now per bitmap. That's insanity. What the F? Yo. I expect it though, man. I'm like, yo, when is this gonna be 1 BTC? I have some FUD for the nah, just kidding. But yeah, is it an ordi swap? Ordi swap. I can create some FUD for stats. Is it ordi space? Why do I want to do ordi space? Ord space, that's what I'm trying to do. Is this still active? And then this made by Crypto Cell. Or they killed this. They must have killed this. It feels dead. All right, how do I see a bunch of BRC20s? Just do this. Let's see what Google has nowadays. Because, I mean, there should be indexers, and people should be proud to index. Let's see, Unistat. All right, I guess Unistat's the best one, huh? So well, fuck it. What I'm trying to get at here is stats is another BRC20 that I caught on to with the idea of there's some narratives here that can be driven, and these narratives are easy for people to latch onto. And the coolest thing about Bitcoin is it's Bitcoin. So anything BRC20 is going to have like its own euphoria, because it's like, damn, like imagine it's like being in a frozen in time. A lot of people who have been out of crypto for mad long, they're coming back. They're booting up the old Ethereum, blowing off, the dust off their MetaMask. And then they go to the Telegrams and the Twitters, and everyone's talking about ordinals. And it's like, what is this? And it's like, yo, Bitcoin got DeFi now. So I kind of knew that when the inception would start to boil over, we would start to see an influx of people coming to the network, regardless to the FUD. That's probably why the FUD showed up about ordinals, because this is going to be big for a lot of people that come back to crypto. like big. And everything is going to be an opportunity if it's blue chip or if it has substance in the narrative. Bitmaps has one of the best fucking narratives. So I'm hyped for the bitmaps. I think I can look at stats here. It's right here. Stats is going up. I'm glad I figured out stats. I didn't even have to think twice about this one. This one was too easy. Now, how high it goes is I don't know. You know, I fucking don't know. Because the thing that is going to make the reason why I'm more bullish, if I had to choose between these two, right, between the stats and the bitmaps, I like that I like that bitmaps doesn't need anything. It's connected to block space. It's connected to block production. It's connected to the narrative of everything that is Bitcoin, right? Like, you can't speed up the chain. So that's in itself makes it just very rare. 144 bitmaps per day. That's all that's your op. And every 10 minutes you got to send Bitcoin. You got to like inscribe it right on the Bitcoin. So if you don't do it at the time that it's available, you don't get it. So it's always a gamble. It's always a gamble. It's a fair shot always to grab a block. I'm not doing the research on how you're going to get one, but it's a fair shot, right? You can either roll the dice and try to do it. I mean, I wouldn't do it now because the meme pool is so expensive, right? But back in the day when it was like $2 to make a bitmap, that's kind of why I was like, oh, if this is $10, people would still play. I don't know how much it costs now to do swaps on Bitcoin. Let's see. And we're high priority boys here. So $8, like $10. Yeah. This is memepool.space. Good tool to see blocks and, you know, kind of see when they're coming in. But it's also good for the priority. Like if you're not trying to grab a bitmap, but you're just trying to do something ordinal based, this is kind of like your gas page. So you can see how gas is going, see transactions and whatnot. But yeah, this is why I'm like, bitmaps is too easy. Now it's pretty expensive. And it doesn't have a face. That's another crazy thing about bitmaps. No one is the face of bitmap because it's connected to blocks. So since it's like connected to blocks, it's just holding a narrative. That shit is mind blowing, bro. Some people are selling full squares and all other shit. But yeah, the ideology in this could be really, really nice. And again, it's Bitcoin, so everybody in the world can participate. It's not on some sub-ass chain. That's a whole other concept of mass adoption. And yeah, if it keeps appreciating in price, that's going to bring so many eyes to it. And it's just what, 150 a square right now? Damn. Yeah, this is another thing too. I would like to see the owners. Like another bullish metric on bitmaps is the owners, because no one's really let them go yet. So the question is when is like the idea of letting go of your bitmap? Because a lot of people inscribed a bunch of them right now. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's like a wallet count. Probably you can't see like wallets and shit like that. I don't think it's that in depth of indexing. But just from this little idea of like owners and total supply, this could spread out. So if owners were to spread out, that means people are going to individually sell a lot of their bitmaps. And then the market can decide on how high the price is or what is the price. Yeah, so I'm not selling my bitmaps right now. I'm going to just keep hodling. To be honest, I'm like, yo, one bitmap, one BTC. You DeFi. What's up, Rolando? What up, Tree City West? Jesus, I minted bitmaps for $5 in June and listed it at 150. It sold in about 30 seconds, and I instantly felt guilty taking profits. Yeah, see, that's the part. That's what I mean. Like, this is the part where you can sell it, and there's a lot of attention. and everyone is willing to buy it. Like, look at these sales here. Last little round was 10 minutes. Let there be like a X spaces going on where influencers are pumping this bitch, right? And that's maybe why we don't see a lot of talk yet about bitmaps in a more philosophical theory to try to bring people in, right? People are just still, I think, pumping the price of it. And a lot of people feel like they missed out on stats. This one was just a little too easy that it was really easy to fade. Like, I was like, oh, if they brand stats and make a layer 2, then they can just be like, oh, if you own these stats, we're gonna port you over. And they have the concept of 2.1 quadruple whatever the fucks, right? So essentially it's like a wrapped stat, but its ideology is not a wrapped stat. Bitmaps is closer to that because it's like on the chain due to blocks. So it's easier to make it closer. Rather, if you get what I'm saying, like the ideology here is on top of Bitcoin. Like that is a block. This is trying to say I am a stat, but so is VMPX. So is Ordi. So is every other BRC20. They're all stats. So you feel what I'm saying? So this could put a lot of pressure on BRC20s as well. So I was like, don't sleep on this, because when if this shit were to explode, like, right? Because it's got $1 billion fully diluted market cap right now, and it's saying that its market cap is $1 billion. So I don't really know what's going on, right? I don't fucking know what's going on here. But what I do know is that if this were to collapse or find some other feeling, I mean, Avalanche has inscriptions. They got a cool little 30 million over here rotating, right? So what's stopping a lot of this this built up inception of narrative that's called stats? What's stopping a lot of this liquidity from leaving this particular market cap and surging into all BRC20s? Right? And that's why I'm like, man, this might get nuts. Like this BRC20 shit might get kind of crazy. Man, I should have more fucking indexers. I'm sad that the one I knew is no longer. The only one I knew is no longer. Damn. Timothy. Yeah, because I only knew about Ord Space. I know that there's this shit is no longer. It's like loaded. Like it's no longer. Ordinal. Or let's see it. Ordi wallet or something. Bitmaps. I'm thinking doing my bitmap squares with LSD. Oh, dousing my bitmap squares with the LSD. Ah, shit. Get trippy with it, man. Get trippy. Get trippy with it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Ordinal wallet. Okay. Ordinals wallet. So, like, this is what was... Here's another hot take on this whole Bitcoin space that you need to take with you with a grain of salt. This shit is very separate. All right. And this is just like in the beginning of DeFi. When DeFi first started, before everything came together, everybody had their own little world going on. But what they shared was commonalities between currencies. What I mean by that is like bitmaps. Bitmaps is now going to be identified as currency in Bitcoin. That's why it's kind of dope that they say a new standard in the Bitcoin metaverse. Because when you're in Bitcoin metaverse, people will see Bitcoin or bitmaps and think of value. And that's why this can go a lot of different ways, because there can only be so many in a lifetime. And that means that these little pucks are pretty much, and I'm giving it a lot of philosophical hopium right now, but it's fucking crazy to think about. But yeah, these little pucks could potentially be so fucking rare because not everybody on the planet can own one. And now it's like in the Bitcoin metaverse and everyone sees it as currency. If that makes any sense. You're already in crypto. It's just like, now bring the philosophical side of things where you see it as currency, like how I see Zen as currency. people could see this as currency. That's why they want you to think that this is currency. It could be, though. They drop a layer 2 because of the pressure on top of Bitcoin with the whole like ocean mining and let's fork out the ordinals. That type of narrative would continue to drive stats to the top, and a lot of other people can jump on that narrative of like, oh, well, we're gonna make an L2, and then somebody else, we're gonna make a fucking L2. Then somebody's gonna be like, well, we got cats and L2s and bitmaps, or I don't know, fucking y'all know how the story go. You're veterans now. And but yeah, that's why I'm really liking bitmaps, because it's got a hometown narrative and it could be seen as currency. And all the other stuff, that's just like, well, you know, what are we copping and swapping? But yeah, and this is why you just have to find where the best index or where the best price is, because not everything is connected. So like Ordinals wallet, I hear, is not as solidified as some other ones, but everything else I don't fucking know, because look at this. This is a very simple UI. Like, what am I even looking at to begin with? Magic Eden used to have BRC20s, but they got rid of them. So they must have been scared or something. Somebody must have scared them off. Like, yo, that's going to be securities, bruh. But Ordinal wallet keeps going. If you know any other like BRC20 websites, drop them in the chat. Leave a comment with a link. We'll love to check that shit out, because this looks fucking whack. I know that we are. Let's see, is it market? Okay. Damn, bitmaps on top. Bitmaps. Hey, that looks like the same like a, what do you call it? My night. This look like the night look, like the nights. What the fuck? That's weird. See, because look over here, the floor price is 002. But if you're on Magic Eden, these bitches are selling right now at 0036. And that's another thing about like ordinals, is you need to know where the crowd is, because wherever the crowd is where the volume will be. So like if no one's on ordinal wallets, then you're subjective to like whatever they can pull in, and so on and so on. You know, it's just like the beginning stages again. Let's do it again, but on Bitcoin. And that's why I'm bullish, just like everyone else on this shit, man. They needed to wake everyone up, because yeah, you can't just be having shit projects on Bitcoin. It's the gold standard. And then plus, if prices are about to go up, it's just part of it. Like, people want the block space. So Unistat is a really good BRC20 site. If you were minting bitmaps with me back in June, this is what we were mainly using, was this Unistat marketplace, as well as VMPX kind of kicked off here. And they're doing a lot for the space. Like, straight up, I hear that this is maybe the best indexer in all of ordinals. So yeah, I don't know if they sell bitmaps on here. Maybe they do. Oh yeah, they do. But yeah, it looks like somebody's holding their floor up for how they want to do it, which is still pretty nuts. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, ordies, there's a lot of different, lots and lots of BRC20s. Now, I'm not too deep into the game over here, but what I'm trying to get at right now is that, why didn't this view more? I want to see more. I guess I can't see more. I guess I have to just see it from here. What I'm trying to get at right now is everything is playing out the way it looks like it should be playing out. Ordinals came out at the beginning of 23, and now at the end of 23, these inscriptions are on sub layers. It's almost like Bitcoin championed something that's never been seen before, and everyone knows it's about to get super duper expensive and very, very interesting. So they're moving the load to like an AVAX. And it's kind of cool though, because then like if you're adopting AVAX early, then you could potentially ride some gnarly ass wave of people continuously finding out about this shit. And they're like, oh, you got inscriptions on Avalanche. You got inscriptions on Litecoin, you know, Dogecoin, blah, 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 blah. Wild ass world. That's why I haven't jumped into the Avalanche ones yet, because I've just been paying mad attention to what's going on in the Bitcoin space, because I'm pretty sure this is what's leading everything behind it. How backwards is everything? It's like almost wow, because ETH used to lead everything, and now it's Bitcoin. Everything is being led by Bitcoin. It's all being led by Bitcoin. The price, the DeFi, the curiosity, the regulation conversations. Man, what a time to be in fucking Bitcoin. Let's check out the price. Pop, lock, and swap it. VMPX is due for an explosion. It really is, though. Especially when people figure out what's going on. A lot of Zenians believed that X1 chain was never going to come out. That shit fucking, I have no clue why. And then a lot of Zenians thought that Jack was making the bridge, and they didn't do the research to know that it's being made by Libre team, who has a whole beta testing facility pretty much for you to test it out. They're champion the technology while Jack builds the blockchain, right? Because it's going to need a blockchain to be the best when it comes to settlement, because when we have our X1 chain nodes running, I'm having this feeling we're going to be seeing upgradable ideas for more marketplaces inside of a inside of a crypto node. Usually your crypto node, it's just mining one thing. Like, it's just mining Bitcoin. But like, imagine a crypto node where you have like another marketplace where people are looking for GPU power. People are looking, like layer zero, how layer zero works, how it uses hardware to complete all of the swaps. Like, they could essentially inherit that inside of X1 chain, and it's like now you got 3 different things you can mine in your node. It's like fucking insane. New crypto is wild, bro. I'm like imagining a straight up marketplace for node operators by like 2030. Like by 2030, in the next 5 years, 6 years, that's what we're going to be seeing happening in my opinion, in the background. When you're building, if you're a builder, like you have like a Coinbase marketplace, all their SDKs and APIs and everything, like you can throw into your mix, like GitHub's, all their fucking APIs and SDKs you can just throw in the mix. And then like you got crypto brands that have the ability to expand, where they can be like, oh, we have a blockchain that's running AI, and if you have this much compute power, you can be on this blockchain AI shit. I mean, I feel like that's the ultimate. And we're right there. We already there, bro. But yeah, we already won. VMPX is the Bitcoin side of your X1 node module. Basically, you'll be helping when you run in the X1 node. You'll be helping with this experience. So I'm very curious to see like what is it all gonna look like when it all comes out and is immutable. But yeah, so VMPX pretty slept on. It's hard to get this under $50. So here's one for 50 Bitcoin style. Here's one for 25, but you're paying 9 cents per token. Here's one for 420 for $36, but you're paying 9 cents a token. That's not that bad though. Yeah, VMPX is looking good. I mean, versus the ETH VMPX is not looking so good. ETH VMPX need to catch the fuck up. But I hope this is showing you why Ethereum ain't it no more. Like, the behavioral activity over here stalls the game so hard. Like, you can't make anything jump off on Ethereum because the bots are going to come in and siphon the liquidity. They even figured out a way to connect these two things together, and that's why we have a VMPX Zimpool that is always selling on the mainframe or on the main liquidity Zimpool. It's like doing like a double spin, like a double like liquidity. I don't know what the fuck is going on because I don't follow it like that, but it's insane. But yeah, if you get it on Bitcoin, it holds better value. That's why I like all my VMPXs on BTC, because I know it's gonna have value. Who cares if it doesn't have value on the ETH side? One day this might have so much value I can sell some of it to go back to ETH and buy this motherfucking chart up. Right? So who cares? I just need one of them to hold the value, and that's on the Bitcoin side. But again, yeah, you could use basically the gains over here, bring them back to ETH. Xenify actually supports Bitcoin, Ethereum bridging. They have an aggregator that can do it for you. So don't forget about Xenify. Nah, ETH is just lagging. It will rise. I hope. Man, like the Ledger attack today, bro, they're getting old crypto. It's like this whole whoever everyone that came in 2020, I feel like this is their bull run. So awkward. It's like, what about everybody that came in 2016 that didn't sell in 2017 because we didn't know what the fuck was going on? We just off of euphoria and hopium, like, be your own bank. Like, them motherfuckers forgot about us. They're like, you guys aren't doing anything in crypto. You're just holding bags. So that's why I'm very curious that what's going to happen to Ethereum. I think what really is happening, though, with ETH is there's going to be so much. It's going to be just like Bitcoin. And I love that analogy that Ethereum has been a test net for Bitcoin. And now Bitcoin is championing all of crypto. It's got DeFi. It's got storage. It's got believers. It's got bilingual translation. You could just say Bitcoin and everybody knows what time it is. It has every element to be a hard asset at this point. Like, I could be anywhere in the world and be like, but do you take Bitcoin? Maybe not in America, which is so awkward. We're still fighting the ideology that you should be able to like pay your rent in Bitcoin and things like that. That's why in my opinion, the ETFs are so important to Americans. But everything below now is really in their place. Like, is ETH going to be able to figure it out? And I do think they figured it out, though, before Bitcoin. So Ethereum already has all the rollback systems, right? Like the homie Dioshlan was just asking me about ZK Sync. I don't know if y'all know about this one. I don't know if you know about this one. ZK Sync Labs. Everything is special, but it's all just indexers at the end of the day. It's like, where do you want to be indexed? Because we have to keep scaling the indexers. That's the problem with ETH, in my opinion, but it's not a problem because the crazy thing about it is all of the indexers use Ethereum. So it doesn't matter if I'm on Optimism, if I'm on Arbitrum, if I'm on Base, if I'm on ZK Sync, I'm still using ETH, which is going to essentially make ETH go up in price because people are still using ETH on layer 2s. And then ETH fees are probably still going to go up on the mainframe because you're always going to have a rollback system. And as you add scalability of second layer, you're just adding more transactions to the rollback. That's why I'm like, man, ETH is fucked, but it's not fucked at the same damn time. Yeah, they're the only other people I could think of that can build a cloud around them. BNB can do it, but they're doing it with like all of Southeast Asia and Europe. It's just like people who like it. It's a brand now. XRP, I don't know what the fuck is going over here, man. It's here. Solana, they are doing a good job holding down B2B, giving businesses easy access to creative arts in cryptocurrency. So, yeah, Solana has a lot of room to grow because, again, they're going to have a whole cloud thing going on with it as well. But again, I'm like, anything that's getting really far away from Bitcoin, like it's only gonna pump, and then that's pretty much it. Again, that's why I'm fucking with Zen so hard, because it's designed to keep pumping once we get past the hyperinflation. Right now, what we're seeing is this steady pullback. I haven't yet got in. Now we're at a good spot. What I mean by I haven't got in is that I thought I was gonna end up buying Zen and not claiming the mint I had yesterday, but I did it anyways because gas dipped to 36. And my mint ended yesterday after 8. So, which is pretty nuts. Like since 8 o'clock of last night, we haven't seen the 30s. And then randomly this morning, we're getting some layoff pressure off of GUI. So I was able to mint for 37 GUI, which was like $13 for 2 VMUs on a ZenFT. Not bad. But yeah, like what I would like is for this to dip lower because that Zen was still valuable. It's still valued at $22, even though the gas was a loss. The Zen is still worth, more than the amount of gas that I spent in the beginning. Right. So we're not in that level just yet for people to not be claiming Zen and dumping it. We could see lower lows, but again, that's the real, like that's what's really stopping people from claiming. It's a reality check. How about that? I posted about it right now earlier. So this was the original transaction. You can see here I did it for I did it for 19 GUI. 300 something days ago. And then today I claimed it at 37 GUI for $13. Now the thing is that when you make your ZenFT, it's more expensive to create, but if your gas is low, then that's what's good. That's what made it so that this would be even lower. If the gas was even lower, it would have been even more in profit. But yeah, when I went to swap, or my little swap just to see what's up, the amount that I got was $22. And the next thing that's now playing a factor is your gas fee and high gas fees. Because buying Zen from the market might not actually be as smart as claiming if you got it, right? Because I could have spent $22, but then I would have ended up spending $30-something in gas on my $22 investment. So that's another reason why we're not seeing a lot of buy side pressure on the chart, because it just doesn't make any economical sense for both those that believe in Zen and I don't know. It's just for the believers, because the believers want to pick it up. But this is why we're not seeing like a fucking candle. I'm really curious how low can it go with people basically saying they don't care that it costs more money they're losing money, basically. I don't care, I'm losing money. Like there's so much logical math now that's just like, damn, people are really down to lose money. But I don't understand it. Like I know you're at a loss, but again, the question is how long do people do this? How long do they sell their loss? I don't know if anyone's minting Zen on some taxable shit. Like, I guess you hella believed in it like that. Like, I'm over here friendly minting. Taxation type minting going on my camp. But I guess some motherfuckers are like, they're like, Jack, I gotta pay my rent with this. I'm like, damn, boy, this is an experiment. This is not this. You should be minting XENblocks. You should be minting XENblocks. But yeah, so we'll see how low it can go. I still have always had this kind of like capitulation bottom of 6 zeros and 23. It kind of it disappeared back here in October. This is what we were looking for in this moment. Right after Zen's birthday, it felt like such a doom and gloom bottom that I was like, yeah, we're for sure gonna break through this thing. And we even drew, all the lines are there. Oh yeah, we drew 99% from that low. So that would be where the 7027 concept would come in. But again, too much liquidity has come out. A lot of liquidity has been burned. So what it's really like, where do we go from here? You know, like not a lot of Zen is being made. It won't be made until March when we get right in this area. So this pocket of Zen is consistent. We also saw the smallest day of Zen mints this month was yesterday and today, and then it's going to escalate up to Sunday, and then it falls off a cliff again. So we're in this like weird ass world where if whoever is trying to control the price, they're going to try to keep it up till Sunday or something like that, and then dump it. And that's where we'll be because nobody's buying it. Are you buying Zen? Probably not. Probably not in this gas climate. I was definitely buying it when gas was at 20 Gwei, 19 Gwei. Now I'm like, damn, you cannot buy it because you're spending an extra 20 on that, on top of that. So this is definitely going to see supply shock. Also, my guy, Joseph on the East, he posted something that was pretty interesting. He was like, random account sampling shows Zenians claiming long-term single vanilla mints with 30% negative 30% ROI at 60-70 Gwei. Buyer's market, there will never be a better time to buy Zen than now. Zen is set up for a huge supply shock in the future. And I'm also in belief of that shit too, man. Like, the supply shock on Zen is going to fuck people up. Especially those that are selling today and not in the know of development. They're in the know of crypto Twitter or what they're reading on Telegram, not in the official telegrams. So that's going to suck, like not being in the know and selling all your mints right now for a loss or just because you want the price to get lower. That's just going to suck. But yeah, there is some opportunity here for this price to go down further so we can experience high gas and low prices. We haven't had that yet, so I can show you that here. Glassnode Studios. Damn, 400 Gwei on AVAX? Nah, fam. Y'all fucking the chain up with the... See, this is what I'm saying. I like the inscription thing, but it's not smart. And not that it's not smart, bro. Off topic is a motherfucker. But I had tweeted this earlier, or I posted this. I gotta stop saying tweet. I want Elon Musk to see me. He's like, oh, now that motherfucker says tweet. But I woke up this morning and I said to myself, this is the guy, Emin. I was like, yo, why doesn't Emin talk about inscription success on AVAX? That was a flag for me. They talking about validators. He's saying something about read stories like this. More convinced I'm convinced I am that every computer science major must be forced to take an ethics course. Okay, whatever. Something about somebody deploying something to mainnet. Something like called a lot. Nothing about inscriptions. Y'all better be careful. They might fork that shit out. AVAX is awkward, man. They are super weirdos when it came to AZEN, and I know what it is they have their own agenda. So regardless to their community, you need to bring a community to AVAX. That's how they're, in my opinion, that's what I'm interpreting. So the inscriptions is an awesome way to bring people to the chain, but the problem is that the gas will get so high that it's gonna mess up it's gonna mess them up, you know? Like that's not what they want. Oh, so it's at 200 over here. That's crazy. But yeah, that's the only thing I could see is them being some fucking haters. He'd be like, whoa, 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 calm down, calm down. Yeah, C chain is going dumb. $2 to swap tokens. Yeah, low gas is 310. This is not how they wanted this to go. Avalanche wanted you to do this right here. They wanted you to make sub chains, not do inscriptions on the C chain. Damn, they're hella mad. Y'all, damn, they're hella mad. You know they're mad as fuck. Oh well. Brute force it, I guess. How much is it to buy one of these? Which one should I get? Should I get the one that's the most valuable? What if it goes to shit? This is another reason why people like inscriptions, because I noticed this when I was on Bitcoin, was this whole, what they call these in UX, cards. So this card distribution is very unique because it forces the buyer to buy in bulk rather than spot trading where people can buy one, buy two, buy as many as they feel. And this bulk card buy, it forces people to set floor prices based on whole numbers. So it's actually like a crazy behavioral gambling thing that is another inception that I can't believe is really existing. And yeah, it's like, how can I even get into this thing? Oh, I'm going to have to spend $200 to get in because nobody's throwing me a card under $70. But that's good for you if you're a buyer, because now maybe you buy somewhere up here, right? Like maybe you do buy like a $279 one, but then you do the pucks, I like to say. That's why I like to use puck in ordinal world. But you have these right here, these things that pop up, and then it's like, oh, there's 40, but I'm paying $1.45 when the floor is $1.33, right? So that's the strategy for some people. They're gonna break up their big buy into smaller buys at higher prices, and then people like I said are gonna be looking like, oh man, I want to spend $50. Man, I've already done this shit here. I'll show you. I did it on VMPX. I figured it out. I was like, oh, wow, this is how you do it. So I would list my VMPX. What'd I do? How'd I do what I did? Oh, this shit looks crazy now because like Bitcoin's all expensive and shit. When I did it, Bitcoin wasn't this expensive, so I didn't make this much. That sucks. I don't want to look at this anymore. All right, whatever. We'll look though. Is this me? Okay, this isn't me. All right, I was gonna say, what? That sucks. I hope it's not like that. All right. So yeah, what I had did was I bought a bunch, and then I was listing them at 5.5, and what I was realizing was people were buying anything that looked like it had a good number. Like you could do 420 and people were just buying that shit. So I was doing like 5.5 and it was just rocking for some reason. And then that's my conclusion on that reason, or that experiment, is that people look at these cards and inscriptions and they're just looking for the number that they want to spend. And then that's what helps pump like the dopium and the price and the action. Right? So gas is going up because a lot of people are fucking gambling right now. And it's too easy. It's too easy because you can pick one of these and then relist it. And then if there's a lot of people paying attention, it's going to go up. Yeah. Same exact thing happened in BRC20s. Now everything is just too expensive. Again, this is so simple to see. BRC20s are too expensive, so people are looking for the next inscription wave. They're like, what chain can we go to and just like flood it with transactions? Pays to be a miner right now, though. If you're a validator, shit. Yeah, we'll see what this dude says. He's not saying anything about it. This like Jack Levin not tweeting or saying anything about inscriptions blowing up on X1 chain. Like the day it happens. Yeah, he ain't saying shit. Onwards, upwards. Looking forward to watching your team show the world how to build an actual decentralized L2. Weird. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty insane. Damn, boy. What's AVAX price? AVAX. $25. Oh, this can't be right. Well, this is on-chain data, so it might be more expensive on the exchanges. Here we go. $38 on the exchange. That's not bad. But see, this is what sucks too. If AVAX goes up in price, so does gas. So when does AZEN blow up? Or is it proven, or is this like another proof in the pudding that like it doesn't matter if Zen exists on any chain? If the blockchain don't give a fuck, the Zen is dead. You know what I'm saying? And it can't come back. I mean, it would be like a gold mine for a Zenian who knows how to mine so that they can wait for X1 chain and wait for more things like Xenify. Like Xenify essentially could pump all of these chains if their EXEN or their EXNF works well, which is happening right now. If you want to get into their swap, right now for the EXNF, actually, I did a live stream with them yesterday, so you can run it back. We talked about the whole shebang, how to get in, what's the ideology behind it, what's some game theory, how to use all the chains. We did all that shit. It's a recommended watch, I would say, if you're really into Zenium and you want to be a part of what they got cooking, because this is some next level shit. Definitely next level. No. I mean, the only thing that was hopium is I'm curious if the EXNF, so basically the platform on Ethereum, I'm extremely curious if it's going to be able to have free transactions. So I'm that's the only thing where I'm like, let's see what happens here. But yeah, the way that you get this VXNF, and you could essentially port it over to ETH, but I'm gonna wait for the gas to get low because we have 75 days before it's gonna be all live. So you could be burning XNF on an Arbitrum or Binance. You could just be burning it, and then from there port it over like later on when gas is low. Hopefully, if gas is low again. Oh, that's what I was showing. Okay, cool. I'm glad I just spoke that out loud. I want to see what gas was in November versus now. My girl says that hair is God. my God, his hair, LOL. I think she likes your hair. Hey, I don't know. This shit is messy as hell. So, it's a mop on my head right now. I have this cool ass idea for a hairstyle, but we'll see what happens. What's up, Tekken? What it do, bro? Can somebody tell me what happened at this? What happens at ZK Sync Labs at this moment? Are they giving an airdrop right now? That's one thing I'm trying to find out. I know they're going to be doing an airdrop soon. I haven't done anything on their chain. Dun dun dun. It's too much work, man. I've been working in Zen. Been in the Zen fields. Putting in that work. But yeah, my shit is looking really good right now. Miners, network status, profit loss markets, fees. All right, total fees, gas used, miners revenue. Let's see, the total gas used. Is this going to show me price? Nah, I want to see the gas per day. I don't think they'll have that. It's like GUI. It's like the price of GUI every day. This is the total fee. Because what would be really, really cool would be knowing like gas limit. It's like when we had that bottom in October, gas was pretty low. So Zen was eligible to come into existence because gas was so low. But in this new era of like everyday gas is high, like I was saying it's gonna be fucking high every day. Yeah, you see right here, look, this is crazy. So the price of USD in ETH was low in October. Gas was higher than it was. I don't know what this is saying. Gas limit. Something about the gas limit. I don't know what the fuck it means. I want to see the gas, bro. Gas used by vanilla transactions. Gas used by stable coins. Oh, I forgot my music was all the way down. Damn. Because Gwei had an impact on, basically, long story short, Gwei impacted everything. We don't have that impact right now. Or we don't have the luxury of just minting Zen anymore. That luxury is over. That's what I was trying to find right now, is a chart to prove it. I want to see some proof for myself because I never look at it until I'm like streaming and I think about it. I'm like, oh, that's actually right. Gas guzzlers, historical gas prices. I thought there was a chart for here too. Everything changed on this vibe. But Etherscan has so much good stuff going on nowadays. I can understand what they're doing. Oh, I didn't even know they added all this stuff. That's cool. Gas heat map. But it hasn't updated since December 11th. So why it says 2 hours ago? That shit's stupid. Damn, this doesn't even go back that far. Wiggity wiggity whack. Damn. We need a better snapshot of gas. Let's see. These people love making you pay for it. Sometimes it'd be free though. So it's free right now. That's cool. All right, good. So yeah, October to that, like right here. This is the lowest we saw in gas all year. So this particular moment when Zen was dumping had that also playing a factor. This was all possible because logically you could mint Zen cheap and sell it in profit. But now that the chart is up here and gas as well is up here, this is a whole different ball game than it was the last time around. And that's exactly why the price is still stabilizing and catching lows and people are buying the dip. So again, I still think it's less likely for us to break below here. It would take some sort of black swan event for it to happen at this point. Like XENblocks, somebody needs to ruin XENblocks, or like Jack Levin just comes on, I'm stopping development on X1 chain. Because at this point, that's what I'm like, yo, this is solidified bottom. This is the solidified bottom of Zen. There's nothing that logically can bring it lower. And only a bag holder can do it. And all the coins will be bought. Who is going to do it? Damn, I'm glad at least I can see it there. So yeah, that's the proof in the pudding. Gas is definitely keeping up Zen price right now. And unless this sees a dip, which it hasn't. And it's Thursday. And now we have Bitcoin ordinals catching popularity and keeping Bitcoin price up. Don't let the traders forget to tell you about the fucking ordinals. So Bitcoin saw a dip, heavy dip on Monday, but it's since recovered. Now we're here on Thursday, and what we can see if we break it down to the hourly is that the bulls and the bears are battling in the hourly, trying to get that daily momentum to swing bearish. Thing is, though, again, like, there's not a lot of reasons for people to let go of their Bitcoins, like, unless it's margin. So right now, that's why it's like, if a lot of people disconnect themselves from the internet for a little bit, maybe the price will appreciate quite a bit. But if everyone's in the crypto every day, then they're more likely to make a swing trade or something. And again, the only people who benefit from that are people telling you to trade. And you shouldn't be trading anyways. Again, you can use the chart as like a treasure map, predict the future and shit, at 8-ball. But yeah, here, look at this too. Damn, look at the Dixie. So the Dixie is playing out exactly how most of the economists are saying. And again, that's a full-blown narrative that Bitcoin is coming into the world as a hard asset, and it's going to basically take over the dollar. Not take it over. I still think we'll have dollars, but we're in the middle of people taking profits on dollars and moving them into other things, right? Bitcoin being one of those. So Bitcoin is the most dominant narrative in crypto, and don't be surprised to see your altcoins take a shit because of everyone running into Bitcoin. What's the BTC dominance right now? Actually, let's check that out. That's on this one. 53. So yeah, Bitcoin, it's got this the 72 right here, so it could dominance, or I guess we could see a little bit more of some out action before Bitcoin takes off. So maybe a couple more days of FUD, and then our Bitcoin dominance will come down and test this area on the 72. And as you can see, like I said, this seems to be very respectable, and you can just think of the 72 moving average as 3 months 12 days. So 3 months and an extra week. Wouldn't you like that too if somebody was trying to give you some information like, oh, I'll give you 3 months and 2 weeks? Oh shit, thank God they're giving me 2 weeks to remember. So that's again why I like the 72 moving average, whereas the 200 is just a moving average. 200 days, a lot of people are on this timeline, but you can get kind of sneaky with this one. The one that a lot of the common people will be on will be 50, right? So I like that's why I like the 72. It's not as common, and it gives you 12 weeks, or my bad, 3 months and 2 extra weeks, or 2 extra weeks, 12 extra days, whatever the fuck you want to say. Zen bottom is fake. Jack faked the bottom for Zen to hurt some whales across the coins. Shib bottom was 7 zeros. Mazen follow. What's up, Quantum? Hell no. That is not the narrative. Shib is just a funny meme coin that was perfect in the time that it came out. There's tons of Shibs now. Do you got any bitmaps? That fucks Shib up right now. This is crazy. Dun, 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 dun. $150. This shit's still blowing my mind, man. And that's another thing too. I wouldn't go too crazy. I'm not hating on the inscriptions. I'm just giving some insight from my experience from the BRC20 side. I wouldn't go crazy into this. I'd be mad strategic in following groups of people, because that way you don't get too far away. And then you can't get the fuck out because there's no one coming behind you to buy. So that's something we learned in bitmaps, is most of these narratives work because, oh my God, 226 people see, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the more people that figure this shit out, the easier it's going to get to sell it at whatever market price is. Or you can maybe sell it right under market price and it'll go like that. They actually hit a high right here. 004. Damn, bitmaps going dumb. I hope you got some. Damn. I don't even know I'm gonna be able to sell this shit. Magic Eden is probably the best company to work for right now. Man. Oh yeah, so $170 per bitmap. And it's only gonna go up with it's only gonna go up with Bitcoin success. Shit. Somebody dump Zen so I can sell a bitmap and buy some Zen, please. Let's see. Are these dumpers mentors? No. Transferred. All right. Let's see. Is it a transfer wallet a minting wallet? No. It's a buyer's wallet. So again, it's the same shit every fucking sell, man. It's at this point it's depressing. It's just like, why? But it proves to me that when there is liquidity, right? Like when Zenians start to come home, they're gonna be buying it up. And the question is when does that happen? Like, cause that would be another thing too. Oh wow, somebody put it into that's a really good token though. I actually like that token. Sushi swap to Uniswap. This some bot shit. This is deeper. Yeah. See, this is transferred from here. This was probably a smart contract. Yeah, 1 inch smart contract. So yeah, a lot of the big sales are, it's basically not minted Zen. Maybe that's why we're not seeing an influx of supply, because it's been right here at this 0.7 or 1.7 trillion in the pool for a while. And I guess it's true though. We're right back to where we've been for like 40 something days. And this is still where it's at. So like, it's not even like any of this pump or anything did anything, but just brought us back to here. What I would like to see is the RSI get oversold. That'd be nice too. You get the RSI oversold on Zen, and that'd be a good time to probably buy it. Yeah, man, that's what's crazy about Zen, man. Jeez, VMPX is roaring right now. DXN is roaring right now. People picking up their DXN tokens, getting back in before the launch of Mastodome. What's crazy is I actually have a prediction for that on the Zen chart. That's what December 19th is on this chart. Right here. So Rosman made some wild ass thing. He said, like, he was like, oh, I wouldn't have a marketplace out for 10 weeks, like 10 weeks ago. And I was like, yo, I'm going to take that, because that sounds like a quote he got from like a developer. Oh, this is going to take me 10 weeks to make. So then whatever 10 weeks ago was, we put a line here to see if it's going to affect Zen price. And now they're coming out with their comms to let us know that their DEX is on the way. So if you didn't know, now you know. DEX is on the way for DXN. We'll see $1,000 for one bitmap. I could see it. I could see $1,000. I could see $5,000 for a bitmap. I mean, I've already listed one of mine for 1 BTC. That's what I can see, though. I can see Bitcoins for bitmaps. Because bitmaps, there's less bitmaps than Bitcoin. So technically, if someone had a lot of Bitcoins, they could essentially turn 1 Satoshi into a bitmap. Or I mean, 1 Bitcoin into a bitmap. Transfer the whole fucking value to it right now. Damn, that would be nuts. Oh man, that'd be nuts. Yeah, what's the circulating supply? Yeah, 19 million BTCs right now. And we're at 821,000 blocks. So technically right now there are enough Bitcoins to buy one bitmap per Bitcoin. That's fucking insane. But yeah, there's a lot of different things. I mean, I could probably hype the fuck up out of that shit. Someone get me into Twitter Spaces. Bruh, talk to the chat. Talk to the chart. It's rolling to 110 USD and then 0 with low liquidity. I don't know, man. You don't think? Well, see, that's what I'm saying. I just don't know how it's gonna get there when people start buying it again. If it starts to take off, everyone's gonna start buying it. That's just it. People are gonna buy it, whether or not they sell it. They're gonna buy it. They're doing it right now on BMPX. 30 up 35%, 4 hours. And again, this is probably because it always has the narrative that why isn't it paired with its brother? So it's always going to have that narrative, and it could maybe run there. So, and you're getting it cheaper right now. You're getting more XN when you do VMPX, because you can burn VMPX for XN tokens. So, yeah, right now you're technically getting a discount. So this is kind of crazy that this is going up. What else is up right now on the list, Ski? Man, the NFT coins are not moving. What if NFTs are just moving into ordinals? Because it seems like everyone's confused. Damn, XNF looking kind of hurt. Could it be someone close to liquidity pool on Zen? I've seen some people were taking them out, but XNF is pretty nuts. Since it's starting to burn as of yesterday, now we're seeing some new behavior. Here's one thing that we're seeing. Someone pulled all of their XNF tokens from the ETH pool. And right now, don't believe what you see here, because it's just going to rebalance it for you. And you're still going to pay wherever you go. You're still going to pay $3.95 or $3.95 for an XNF token. But yeah, somebody pulled the community pool ETH, and that's kind of why, like, I'm happy that this team did this poll protocol pool. So now XNF is pretty much safe, because now you can't rug this. That's one of the problems with most cryptos, and you're seeing it right now in real time. People want to rug this price, but they essentially have to siphon out the ETH. But while people are buying, selling, and trading on the site, it's buying up the token. And then as people get into the lobby, they're adding more Ethereum to this protocol pool. And what we were talking about yesterday that was still kind of mind-blowing is that this protocol pool, the devs, they're giving us some hopium, and they think it's going to get to $1 million. So that's what they're looking at. They're saying, hey, ETH is going to go up in price, and this is going to get more ETH. So when this gets to $1 million, it's going to be a whole different ball game. And I'm like, yeah, I could totally comprehend what you're trying to say there. And seeing the lobbies right now, people are actually sleeping on them, or they're noticing that not everyone's participating, which is allowing you to get a really good entry right now. So I've been really focused on Xenify. Like, look at this. The ETH pool today, 0.4. That's crazy. That does mean less, what do you call it? Less rewards daily. But it also means, like, if you're entering the lobby daily, you're going to be getting a lot of VE and XNF. right? And then now what's happening is a lot of people aren't entering the YSL auction and the VZen auction because they want the liquid XNF so they can burn it for the ETH side. Man, that's why, yo, go watch the stream. You got to dedicate a whole hour to explaining Xenify, or it's just confusing. Like you need a whole hour. No, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be. Yeah, so like right now, right down here, we can see the auctions. So there's only 602 batches on the ETH side. So it's gonna be another really good batch day if you're looking to get some VEXNF. If it stays in the 600 range, because before batches were much higher. Unless you went in on the second day you could get there was only 400 ETH or 400 batches entered the lobby, so you were able to get a pretty good amount. Today we're at 206, but we'll have to, or 602, but we'll have to see what it does, because this is like not well proof right now. People will jump the fuck in at the end. So right now what we're seeing is a lot of burn happening on the YSL side, because again, YSL is cheaper to burn than VZen. So right now people are burning up this YSL token and they're not entering so much with the VZen, which is fine, because again, VZen holds the weight of these two coins, and with the burning of this coin, these two coins now are going to be under a microscope. Maybe not right now, obviously not right now. I mean, obviously so, but obviously not. I say obviously so because 2,200 batches over here versus 600 batches over here obviously shows you what people want. They want liquid XNF. That's what they want, right? Or they would be doing this side, but they're not. So this is why you're seeing the price go down, because most people, if you're going long right now, majority of people are going short. And this is expected. People are expected to go short. So I just started buying XNF again from the market and getting whatever I can, because I don't know how long it's going to be available before you have to just enter the auction. VZen. Dude, if we're getting discounts on VZen too, I'm buying this shit though. Fuck. Yeah, $18. You're getting quite a bit. Because again, this holds the price. So this right now, it takes 10 million VZen to enter the auction, and right now this is 92 cents. Whereas for YSL, it's 0.1, which is 1 cent per batch to enter. And this doesn't have any coins, so it's almost like you got to buy a bag of this right now if you want to have a great position in burning. If not, you're going to be forced to do VXNF because it's easier to get. So there's a lot of game theory going on here. Read the white paper, watch the interviews, get in depth with Xenify, because man, this is gonna be crazy once it makes some sense. But right now, again, I can see it from the auctions. It's not being pushed as a win right now. People are siphoning the ETH. They're taking the fucking ETH. Let's just be real here. So I'm okay with it, because again, where my thought is, as long as the auction can keep going, the worst that can happen is the price goes so low that it can't get bought back up. That's the only thing I can think of. But then if VXNF becomes scarce, like they're saying, then even if this has a whole bunch of coins inside of it and not any LP, they'll essentially be locked forever and gone forever, because they won't be able to leave this pool. And then it would only be community pool. So whatever the community makes the price at that point. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Yeah, man, that shit is a whole other world. I don't know much about ZK Sync, Because it's just a roll up. It's a fruit roll up. ZK Sync is too easy. Just go over there and make some swaps. So like here, let's see. I don't know how big their airdrop is going to be either. My favorite airdrop token from this season that's getting ready to come up is going to be Rainbow Wallet and Layer 0. Those two I think are going to be the most profitable. Because the thing about ZK Sync is this airdrop has been ran for like a lot of people have wanted it. So here, let's see how they're doing it. Looks like it just came out. I didn't make any swaps on their chain though. Oh, this account doesn't exist. That's not good. Here, we'll go to their website. Let me drop some of these tabs. Got like a billion tabs open. Rubber band, man. Got hella tabs open. Minimask, GitHub, fishing ahead. What the fuck? All right. Is this it right here? Dioshland, this shit? I know about ZK Sync. Is Labs their name, right? Okay. Square Up. L1 with Chronos, supported by Crypto.com, embarks the ZK stack, joining the ZK Sync hyperchain network on Ethereum with more than 350 million DeFi TVL. So Crypto.com just used ZK Sync. I mean, this is my one thing about this. This is like a whole new corporation starting on the back of Ethereum. So it's a good look if you want to go into it. But do I personally believe that it is going to change lives? I don't think so. I don't think that there's enough bandwidth of human beings for this. dApp Radar. I fucking hate dApp Radar too. That's a flag. I only hate dApp Radar because they promote tons of scams. I've been scammed on dApp Radar multiple times, especially in the Tron era. Jeez. I know Vitalik has talked highly of this company as well. But yeah, I wish they didn't take me to dApp Radar to view their ecosystem. But yeah, I mean, it might be a good idea, bro. Might be a good idea. I mean, personally, I would put more of my time into Bitcoin than these layer 2 Ethereums. Because the best layer 2 Ethereum, or the best layer 2 will win, and that's Arbitrum. So I feel like now that I've been introduced to it because of Xenify, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, Arbitrum is a beast. Like, that's really hard to deal with because a lot of people only leave. They're only leaving ETH for cheaper fees for some sort of like niche, whether it's NFTs or it's trading. So as you can see, ZK Sync, as soon as you look at it, the first thing they show you is trading. But now they have to build TLV, and they were trying to flex it already. TVL. They're already saying like, oh, we got 350 million TVL, like be early. But like Arbitrum is already at 2.3 billion. So that's like the one part where I'm like, I don't, ZK Sync era. This is right here. But yeah, you can use like places like DeFi Llama, and then you can go and do more research like on these chains and pay attention. My key things to pay attention to is always going to be the TVL, which is a total value lock. If this is rising, then things should be all right. But again, this is the competition. It's like, is it going to ever get to Avalanche? Will it ever be like a Solana? Could it be like an Arbitrum? Optimism never could get there until they sold their stack. So maybe that is how ZK Sync comes up, because they're selling their stack. Now, I don't know if this is a real token. I clicked 2 links and it was fucked. So this is probably fake. This must not be the real thing. So if they don't have a token yet and you're looking to get the airdrop, 'cause that's what it looks like. I don't see anything talking about an airdrop here. They're never going to talk about it though. So ZK Sync. Okay, so they didn't talk about an airdrop. So that's hopium. Let's see. Potential. Yeah, so this is a potential airdrop. It hasn't been clarified whether or not it's really happening. But yeah, the way that you would do it is, yeah, everyone's going to have, this is why I don't really talk about it. It's like, if you really want to go through this, you could totally go through it. Me personally, I don't like working for other chains to get data. I like it being experimental. That's why I like Zen so much. We already experimented on every single chain to get the best idea. So now it's just building. But yeah, if you want to make some extra money in crypto, you can go and find these apps that are trying to build on the back of Ethereum, and they will give you tokens for using their products. Now, the best one, actually, I used to like this site. I haven't been here in a minute. Let's see. What are their hot airdrops? Oh, yeah, Blast. So Blast is a good one. Looks like they got a step-by-step. You get 1 spin per ETH deposit per week. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't like doing things like this. Like, oh, man, I got to go put ETH over there. Like, this is a game. But if you farming airdrop tokens, this is like another way to make money in crypto. This is the one I'm waiting for, though. Layer 0. The reason why this is tight is because any dApp that's built with layer 0 will get the airdrop. You can also go and use some other things. So like maybe use the Bitcoin bridge. This is built into other things too, like Core Wallet. So there are some ways for you to interact with the layer 0 one, but I think this one is going to be hard, like life-changing airdrop. Because everything is built into layer 0, and they even said they weren't going to do it, and now they're going to do it. Ew, OKX, not okay. Potential airdrops to Solana. Yeah, this is an old school website though. Airdrops.io. If you're looking for airdrops, I used to use this site all the time back in the day. I'm going in it backwards right now. Bruh, do Zenians have faith in Zenify? Swap seems glitchy at times, too time consuming. No, I mean, I've been using Zenified nonstop. It's worked totally fine for me. I know that some people don't apply enough gas. I'm the type of person to always put my gas high so I don't run into a lot of issues. And then usually if I have on Zenified, it's slippage because the aggregator that you're choosing, if you don't do the research on the aggregator, you can choose one that has low liquidity. And you gotta so you do need to brief yourself and kind of know how to cruise in the swaps so that you don't, like I said, find yourself swapping somewhere where there is no liquidity, or making a transaction and not up in the gas because the coin you're trading is trading really fast. Just pick some random coin, USDC. So like how these aggregators will pop up here, you can see up here it tells you best route, fastest route, max return route, lowest gas route. And then like if you come down here, you can click on that router and you can go to their website to see more about them. Right? So not every router is going to have everything. I'm doing USDC right now on Arbitrum from ETH, so you get a whole bunch. But yeah, you just want to go and, you know, double check everything. But that might be your issue. Lena is the biggest airdrop in my opinion. Consensus is huge, and the consensus and head fund. Isn't that Lido? The Lena token? Which one is that one? Is it here? Did I see that here? I don't know though, man. My whole thing with the layer 0 thing is that layer 0 is huge. Like that is like huge. They went on the stock exchange already. So that's why a lot of people were like, oh shit, they won't do a token. But then they're IPOing and they're doing a crypto token. So that's pretty nuts. What is this Lido thing? I want to see it though. Or Lena. Oh yeah, this is inside of my MetaMask. So it's another ZK rollup, zero knowledge, Ethereum. They raised 726 million. They have already confirmed rewards for testnet participants. So it's likely they'll launch their own token in the future. So Xenify PG airdrop. What's that mean? Okay, that makes sense. There's also, yeah, the StarNet. There's a lot of different ones. But all of them consist of you putting some ETH on some random ass network. That's why I like layer 0. I don't have to put ETH on anything. I just use the product and I'm going to get rewarded. That's also why I like Rainbow's drop, because I don't have to do anything. Like I already used the product. So it makes it much easier for me to surf and like get rewards. I'm hyped on the Rainbow one. I'm still ranked top. I'm still in the top 2,000, baby. Let's go. Please use my link. Bro, I leveled up to Airdrop Hunter in 2021. Yeah, I was doing airdrops in 21. I was doing airdrops in 20. I used to do faucets. That's why this time around it's kind of funny. I'm in a weird ass position where I'm actually bag holding crypto versus airdrops. So I think it's like once you get away from the airdrops, you're getting a big slice of the pie, moving up to the east side of town. But I mean, you could go for them. It's just you got to work for them. If you're gonna do it, you got to work, and you got to use every step and hella wallets. Be the best you can be. Or you can just buy Zen and wait. Buy Zen and wait. Jeez. Zen is boring as fuck. We'll see what happens here. I don't know what happened here. Zone hasn't dumped yet. I think Zone has found a bottom. I think this is it. Like, there's not a lot of sellers because all of the sellers are minters, like Zen minters. So this is gonna be really funny to watch. Like, this is gonna be really funny to watch. I want to see this get to $10 million market cap. I'm holding mine because I'm still in profit by $1. Let's fucking go. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got today. I got a DJ later on tonight, so I got some shit to do. Hope y'all got some value out of today's stream. We talked about the BRC20s, talked about the bitmaps, we talked about how everything is moving as according to plan. Get on minting your XENblocks. Start today with $20. get to financial freedom. Nah, really just get to owning your fucking crypto, man. We're getting back to owning crypto. You can't even have a ledger anymore. This used to be bionic. Now this is throw in the trash. Piece of metal on table. Please evolve with us or get left behind. Peace.
I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now who's gonna be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you want to marginalize me till I'm out of my moment? Halfway. You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.